Today on Brickless, I present you a beautiful modification of Shin Hati Starfighter from the 75364. Enjoy the video. Since you like the modifications of the mock designer Pixel Dance so much, I decided to also make a presentation of the last set of the Ashoka series. This one is called 75364 New Republic E-Wing and Shin Hati Starfighter, and consists of an E-Wing which appeared for the first time in LEGO form after a huge demand, and the spaceship of Shin Hati from the new Ashoka TV series. In this video I present you Shin Hati Starfighter separately because I think that both spaceships deserve their own video. Don't worry, we will come to the E-Wing soon though. The modification consists of 500 parts in total, 300 of which are used from the original set, 200 of which you have to order separately, 50 of which are for the stand. The price for the parts is about $20 US, plus the manual, which costs another $4 US unless you buy the package with both instructions, which also includes the instructions for the E-Wing, where you save $1 US. The modifications Pixel Dan has made to the spaceship are as follows. He has shortened the spaceship so that it has better proportions. He has redesigned the entire underside to make it more accurately. He added a display stand. He built a more accurate airlock. He improved the strange seating position, in his words, and recolored the ship. Now let's build the whole thing. First we start with the basic outline of the spaceship, which is fairly unspectacular. Then we continue with the construction of both wings. These are built in a triangular shape, which is then covered at the end with red, brown and yellow parts and tiled. When we are finished, we then attach these to the basic structure from the previous step. In the next step we come to the engine. For this we built 6 similar looking parts of the outer fairing, one after the other. These are then attached to the technical axis and then attached to the spaceship. Now that the basic structure of the spaceship is in place, the final touches are added. Underneath, the back is built, for which they use a lot of red-brown parts and then attach the cockpit at the end. And then the wings, where we attach identical plasters on both sides. We built the stand at the very end, but this is quite simple and pleasant to build. When you're finished, you have a total of 125 parts left from the original set. As always, I will now present the whole thing to you in detail. Starting with the front part, where I will first show you a comparison with the original, and what is immediately noticeable is that the new model is completely covered with tiles compared to the original, and the grey color has been completely removed. The new look is characterized by a red, brown and yellow look. The cannons at the start of the wings, which are aimed more at younger fans, have also been completely removed. At the end of the wings are elongated parts that house the firepower of the ship, which have also undergone some changes. On the one hand, a small color change at the tip, which were previously grey, and on the other hand, a few new details that were attached to the outside. In the middle of the body we find a large turbine, which at the front has undergone a rather small but very decisive change that significantly improves the appearance of the spaceship. In the original it was a little more open with a printed part offset. Now it has been built with a new construction method that places the grill of the ventilation in such a way that the turbine is now closed and looks more and more like a display model instead of a play model. Now we come to the rear part of the body. Firstly, a complete color change has been made on the exterior coating from grey to red. This gives the ship a more uniform appearance. then the cover of the removable compartment has also been reduced, as well as the color and length of the cannons. The cockpit has undergone the biggest change, and Pixeldan has fortunately ensured that the pilot no longer has to lie strangely in the spaceship as he described it, but now can sit upright in the spaceship even with a new steering wheel. The back is of course also completely different, which was also to be expected in a mock by Pixeldan. Here the red cockpit part, which was cleverly used in the LEGO set, was moved to the underside of the ship, and now a new part has been used to represent the dimensions of the spaceship more practically and beautifully. The best thing about Pixeldan's mocks is that he always adds a display stand for each spaceship, which really emphasizes the ships and makes the sets an eye-catcher on the shelf. Once again we have reached the end, and I have to say that I didn't expect to like the set and the modifications so much, because at first I thought the set looked a little too colorful and strange, but now that I've built the whole thing, I'm really convinced that the modification makes the whole thing much nicer. It reminded me partly of the Naboo Starfighters from episode 1 or the pod racers, especially with those yellow tones and the elongated cannons on the side, but according to the mock designer, it's also an allusion to the fighter planes of World War II. Pixeldan manages to enhance the already beautiful sets 1000-fold and turns playsets into display-worthy models. Very impressive. If you liked the video, please leave a like and a subscription, and I look forward to introducing you to the other spaceship, which is the E-Wing. In the next episode at Brickless you can be excited for seeing the E-Wing, and that's it today on Brickless. As always, I wish you a nice day and bye!